The Comanche used to hunt in the area of present-day Cleburne State Park, and at one point had a trail that passed through the area. Then in the early 1850s, a town called Kimball popped up a little south of the state park. The town was at a common crossing of the Brazos River that was used to drive herds of cattle north on the Chisholm Trail. From the end of the Civil War until the early 1890s, somewhere between 6 and 10 million cattle went up the Chisholm Trail and would have gone through that Brazos River crossing at Kimball. So that area near the old town of Kimball was a common spot that the herds and the cowboys would stop and camp and give the cattle a chance to water up at the Brazos River and give the cowboys a chance to visit the many saloons in Kimball. There was a ferry that ran at the crossing from the end of the Civil War until about 1915, but the cattle dry period was the peak of prosperity for Kimball. The population in Kimball was about 250 people at the height of it in 1884. But with the ending of the cattle drive in the 1890s and then being bypassed by the Santa Fe Railroad, Kimball started to die. And by 1910, there wasn't much more than a handful of families still living there. And by the 1940s, Kimball was a ghost town. But as the town of Kimball was dying, Cleburne State Park was being born out of the work of the Civilian Conservation Corps. The land for the state park was donated by the people of Cleburne, 528 acres total. In 1935, CCC Company 3804 began work on an earthen dam with a 3-level masonry spillway to create the 116-acre spring-fed Cedar Lake in the park. They also built a 3-mile road around the lake, a number of buildings, and the Camp Creek Bridge that you saw me climbing on earlier in the video. And Cleburne State Park was officially opened for guests in 1939.